The old barn stood as a monument to time, its bones brittle, its secrets buried deep within the tall grass and the shadows where the car rusted.
The silence of abandoned places holds a truth only time can unlock.
Hello? Is anyone in there? It's awfully quiet. It's been waiting in here for over 30 years. Today, we finally bring it back to life. Well, look at this. It's been a while, hasn't it? Just how I remember it. A little dust, but it's all here. Good to see you again.
The evidence was always here, waiting, rusting away with the secrets it held. They never found the key.
Swallowed by dust and time, just like they said it would be. Only rust remains now. Time had taken its toll on the old vehicle. The moss grew thick on the seats and dashboard, a quiet testament to neglect. The scent of old wood and forgotten promises hung heavy in the air. This was it, Springfield Police, just as he remembered it.
All right, time to tackle this flat. It's been sitting here for a while. Let's see if we can get this old girl back on the road. All right, hooks in. Careful now, don't break anything else. The winch cable is now properly seated, ready to secure the load. Always ensure the lock is engaged before operating.
After decades, the old Plymouth was finally ready to leave its dusty resting place in the barn and find a new home.
The rust told a story of time, a fate sealed long ago, now just another forgotten artifact being hauled away.
The old patrol car sat there for years, a ghost of its past, until the day the tow truck came to finally take it away.
The strap is tight now. Just need to secure the slack, and this old girl's going home. We found it hidden in an old barn, covered in rust. It's the Springfield unit they said vanished back in '79. Time hasn't been kind.
The car had seen better days, covered in years of grime. I started with the front door, the water blasting away the dirt. The restoration process begins with a thorough cleaning. First, apply a heavy layer of soapy foam to break down years of dirt and rust. All right, let's get a look at this engine, see if we can find the problem.
This Springfield police cruiser has seen better days. That fender is completely rusted through, but we're gonna get this bolt out no matter how. With the worst of it out, we can finally see what we're working with here.
I'm just cleaning off this area with the grinder to remove all the loose rust before we can begin welding.
All right, time to tackle this front bench. It's seen better days, definitely brittle. Just need to get a grip and ease it out without tearing the remaining vinyl too much. In this scene, we're taking a look at a true rust bucket. This vintage sedan has seen better days.
Restoration work requires patience, but with the right tools, you can cut through decades of rust. Here I'm using an angle grinder to remove the worst of it. The wire brush attachment makes short work of the heavy surface rust, revealing the bare metal underneath. For optimal protection, apply an even layer of the rust treatment directly onto the prepared metal. Now the next step is to precisely cut this galvanized metal using the heavy-duty snips to fit the custom design. Keep your hand steady and follow the marked line closely.
You've got to hit it just right or the patch won't hold. Keep the arc steady and the sparks will tell you how it's going. Almost got it now. This old police cruiser needs a lot of work. Start with the rear wheel wells, they're the worst.
All right, time to tackle this quarter panel. The rust is deeper than I thought, so we're grinding it back to bare metal to put a solid patch in.
Here, this old beauty needs a lot of work. First, we got to take off all this rust, get it down to the metal, prime and paint a new rear.
I'm now applying a steady, even pressure with the sanding block to ensure a smooth finish on the car door.
I've found that applying even pressure is key to getting a smooth surface. Focus on the edges first, then work your way to the center.
The preparation is key. Every inch must be perfect before the first coat goes on.
All right, time to mask the trim. Got to be precise here, don't want any overspray on the chrome. All right, now we have to make sure the paint is thoroughly mixed. Keep stirring until it looks consistent. That should do it. Let's get to work. The car is now prepped and ready for its first coat.
Notice the smooth, even strokes required to get the best finish.
The vintage sedan has been meticulously masked, with all glass and chrome protected by paper. We are now ready for the final color coat to be applied to the gray primer.
All right, time to tackle the hood. We'll start with a fine grit paper to get rid of this guide coat.
Now, apply steady pressure and sand down the surface, working in small circular motions to remove any imperfections before we move on to the next coat. The restoration process begins here, ensuring a flawless foundation for the final color. Attention to detail is paramount.
I always start with a light grit to smooth out any imperfections, then work my way up to a finer paper for a flawless finish. You need to be patient here. Sure. Now that the prep work is complete, we'll apply a base coat of white using a high volume, low pressure spray gun. Maintain a steady hand. The finish is perfect, the reflections are sharp, and there are no flaws in the clear coat. This is exactly what the client wanted. We hit it out of the park. The key here is an even, sweeping motion to prevent drips. Keep your distance consistent, about 6 inches. Now we wait for it to cure before clear coating. All right, now that the front panels are prepped, let's make sure the edges are perfectly sealed for painting. The Springfield police car is now ready for duty. Notice the meticulous decal placement and the glossy finish.
The clear epoxy is now mixed to a uniform consistency. Now add the hardener. Stir thoroughly until the mixture becomes slightly cloudy. Preparing the surface properly is the most crucial step in achieving a flawless, long-lasting finish. Once the masking is done,
All right, now that we've got the suspension dialed in on the driver's side, we need to tighten down that steering linkage. Make sure to use the correct torque settings so it's safe to drive. All right, looking at this rear window seal, looks like it's holding up pretty well. Just checking the edges here for any gaps or dry rot. Seems solid so far. All right, push it forward now. Got it. Got it. Perfect fit. All right, let's get this exhaust system secured properly. Just need to reach for that ratchet. There we go. Now tighten this bolt, make sure it's snug.
Now that the fog light bracket is secure, we can move on to attaching the main chrome bumper.
The dashboard is a classic, but the wiring needs complete attention. It's a rat's nest right now, as you can see, but we'll get it sorted out.
All right, positive connection secured. Now let's get that negative terminal tightened up and we'll be good to go.
All right, that's the last one. Just need to double check the torque, and this classic will be ready to roll again.
After the prep work is complete, the mirrors are aligned with precision. It's the small details that make the difference.
All right, time to tackle this grille. Just gotta apply some pressure here. Okay, got it. Looks pretty solid. All right, time to secure this hubcap. Careful with the alignment. There, a firm press, and it's good to go. Nice.
The severed wires need to be reconnected precisely to ensure the light bar functions. Align the connectors carefully and click into place to restore the circuit.
The mounts are in. Just need to tighten these down. Now the wiring goes along the rain gutter. Perfect, all done. The engine's running smooth. Just gotta ease it out of the garage and we're good to go. The classic lines of this beauty require precision. Now let's just test this chrome mirrors mechanism. Smooth as silk. I found the right plate. Let's make sure it fits properly. All right, moving to the hood now. Applying a liberal amount of our premium compound to ensure a swirl-free finish. You'll see the haze as we work it in. Keep the pressure even. The blue spray removes the grime. Now, work the microfiber cloth in circular motions. Ensure a streak-free finish by wiping corners. You want to make sure you get this area perfectly clean, right around the center cap, to really make that logo pop.
The ignition turned and the gauges sprang to life, signaling the start of a new adventure.
In the heartland of justice, where roads ran straight and the law was the guide, she stood as a symbol of authority and unwavering duty.
The garage door lowers, sealing the workspace, securing the tools, and signaling the end of the day.
The streets are silent now, but the night is young. Time to go to work. Another call has come in.
The year was 1974, and this was our beat. Every day, the streets were under our watch.